The light bill no one saw coming. Sunday morning perspective from Johnny Renaissance. Reach out to me at sendfox.com/John Ashworth. Good morning. Grab your coffee. I want to talk to you about something that landed in Barron's this week. The headline is about utilities. Stick with me. Right now, as we sit here on a Sunday morning, the data centers already under construction in this country will eventually consume as much electricity as the entire nation of Italy. Not someday in some speculative future, already permitted, already being built, already drawing power. One data campus, electricity data campus, can pull 50 to 100 times the electricity of the Empire State Building. That's not a tech story. That's a civilization scale infrastructure story. And here's where it gets really interesting. The companies running those data centers, Amazon, Microsoft, Google, Meta, they're signing 10, 12, 15-year contracts with utility companies that most people have never heard of. NiSource, Entergy, IDACorp, quiet companies in Indiana and Louisiana and Idaho that are now locking in a decade of cash flow from the biggest corporations on earth. The Edison Electric Institute projects $1.1 trillion in utility capital spending between 2025 and 2029. Nearly double the pace of the prior decade. Politically, tech is becoming the villain. Residential electric bills are up more than 30% since 2020. State legislatures are debating bills to stop new data centers from being built. Bernie Sanders wants a national moratorium. Trump promised to cut electricity costs in half in his first year. Bills went up 6.3% instead. So there's noise, there's blame. There's an election cycle worth of finger pointing, but underneath all of that noise is a simple, uncomfortable truth. The infrastructure required to run artificial intelligence at scale is being built right now. The contracts are being signed right now. And the bill for consumers, for communities, for small businesses is coming due whether anyone is paying attention or not. And that brings me to you. Because here's the thing about infrastructure. It doesn't wait for you to feel ready. It doesn't pause while you finish your busy season or wait until you've had time to research your options. It compounds, it accelerates. And the gap between the people who are positioned early and the people who are still deciding, that gap widens every single day. I'm talking directly to funeral home owners right now because I know this world. I know how busy you are. I know how much is already on your plate. And I know that AI can feel like one more thing somebody is trying to sell you that you don't have time to figure out. But here's what I also know. The funeral homes that figure this out first, even in small, simple ways, are going to have a real and growing advantage over the ones that don't. Not because AI is magic, because leverage is real. Cultivating the slight edge is real. And right now, simple AI applications can give a small team the output of a much larger one. I recorded a separate story and put that up on the Ash Flash recently about how some of the top tech startups in the industry are scaling so much more efficiently and exponentially and with far fewer people. You don't need a tech department. You don't need a massive budget. You need a conversation. If you're a funeral home owner and you're curious, not convinced, just curious about where to even start, reach out to me directly. We'll have a simple, no pressure conversation about what's actually practical for a business like yours right now. No jargon, no pitch, just an honest look at where a little strategic thinking could start paying off very quickly. Once again, you can find me at sendfox.com/John Ashworth. Drop your name and email and I'll reach out personally. The conversation costs you nothing. Waiting costs you far more than you think. This is Johnny Renaissance. Think bigger, move smarter. Have a great Sunday, everybody.